Okay. Anyways, I just want to share something very small. As you know, there are many things that are not explained in the written Torah, right? You look at the Bible, it's very, very short. What is the first thing that the Torah talks about Moses, after he found out that he's Jewish? He did for the Jewish people. What's the first story that the Bible says? Anybody knows? We don't know exactly when he found out he's Jewish. It's a whole argument about it. The first thing that he did for the sake of the Jews. Anybody remembers?
Or when he killed the Egyptian.
When he killed the Egyptian, right? He sees an Egyptian mercilessly beating a Jew. And actually, the Bible doesn't say why. The Torah doesn't say why. But the reason which is brought down is because he actually had an affair with his wife against the will of the wife. And then the husband found out. So he was worried he's going to tell Pharaoh. And he's going to be in trouble. So he found an excuse to beat him up, to kill him. So he doesn't go to Pharaoh. Anyways, that's the first thing that the Bible talks about. But there are three things that Moshe did before that, which is not brought down in the written Torah. Number one, he gave them the day of Shabbat, meaning the Jews were working 7 days a week in Egypt. Once Moshe became the leader, he told Pharaoh, give him a day of rest. And Pharaoh agreed. So he gave him the day of Shabbat, which is a very big thing for the entire Jewish nation. Number two, when the Jews were working in the desert weather, there was a lot of winds and sand going in their eyes. They started getting damaged in their eyes. So he came with a solution, with some type of medication to help them. Also, they were carrying a bunch of bricks on their shoulders that had a lot of pain, bruises. So he actually made some type of pads, whatever they had in those days, or some creams to help them. So which one seems to be a bigger one? When you just help one person, you help the entire community. Usually, yeah, if you help everybody, it's much bigger than just helping one person. But the Torah does not write anything about these big things that he did, that he gave them day of Shabbat, made medication for them, he actually made some pads for their shoulders, that the Torah doesn't want to write. As if there's something lacking in that. The only thing that it writes is saved one Jew. So one of the answers, actually, there's a book which is translated into English, written by Rabbi Eliyahu Kitov, is called Sefer HaTodah, the book of our heritage. It's very, very beautiful. It's very simple stuff. He writes down, till then, Moshe was playing politics. He was afraid to say that I'm helping the Jews. When he went to Pharaoh and he said, give them the day of Shabbat, he played in a political way. You know what? I want the slaves to work the most. They need 1 day to rest, so they have another 6 days to work. It's for your benefit, Pharaoh. He didn't say for the benefit of the Jews. Also, when he brought the medication and the pads, he was telling Pharaoh, it's for your benefit. If these guys are bruised, they can't work. If the eyes can't see, they can't work. They got to be healthy to work. He was afraid to show that he's there for the sake of the Jews. The first time that the Torah sees it worthy to write about him is when he didn't care about what anybody says. He just went straight. And he said, I'm going to save him because he's a Jewish person. He's an innocent person being beaten up. That was very dear to God, more than all the other stuff that he did. So again, the lesson that we learned, there are certain times that you got to play politics. You know what I'm saying? You don't fight every fight. Sometimes you got to be political to avoid it. But there are times, that politics doesn't help. You got to be very straight the way it is. Again, we got to actually use our brains to figure out when it's to, but definitely when it comes to help another person, you don't have to find politics and reasons to help. It's a good thing to help another person because it's the right thing. That's one thing that we do learn from this week's parasha. Thank you guys for listening. Let's do
I don't have a remind you. Is everyone on the remind group? They can find out about these things. That's not the app.
Where's the Instagram? Yeah. Just get it to us. Let's do a quick one. I guess we're going to choose only between 1 and 20. We have less than 20 kids here today. The first one is gas going to come down or not, guys? After January 20th, gas is going to come down? Yeah, hopefully that's it. They usually do before elections, so the president states. Anyways, $25 shell gas. Let's do how much was the number from 1 to 25. Let's start on this side. 18. I'm getting the truth. My brain is full of fog, you know what I'm doing. Okay, 1 to 25, right? Okay, let's do it. 6. No, 7. 7. Next one is $20. 11. Thank you. 3. 10. 14. 14. You got 20. Next one is going to be $10. So we had 7 after 10 points. Next one cannot be 21. First one to 20. So let's see what the next one can be. Then I see. 14. He said 14. Oh, no. 17. Nope. 19. You got the 10. You guys read my mind.
You need something more difficult.
You know, when we started
This would be like a tough trivia question.
but you know what happened? I don't know. By the way, we gotta get those. What do you call it? And the raffle.
Nothing's hard, man. When there's a will, there's a problem.
Thank you for reminding me about the raffles. We need to start that.
I'm flying Saturday night. That's a problem.